Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you a couple of things that I bought from the new Pro Longwear line by MAC, and also one thing that I got from the fabulous Felines range, which also just came out a couple of days ago in the UK. Now, to be honest, wasn't really that keen on a lot of things in the fabulous Felines range. I mean, it was all very muted, very blur. I mean, I like bright colours quite a lot, and I was hoping for things that would be a little bit more brash, a bit more bold, a bit more rich in colour, but they were all kind of like pretty standard colours, and quite a lot of them were very dupable as well, so it wasn't really worth spending the extra money to get something which is limited edition, which I could always just get at another point in time. So I just literally bought one thing from that collection, which I will show you in a moment. So I did get a couple of things from the Pro Longwear line, like I just said, so I'm going to run through those things with you right now. The first thing I got was the Pro Longwear Foundation, and I bought it in my colour, which is NC40. Now, even though I've got a little bit of a tan, I think it worked alright on my skin because it is a medium coverage foundation, which I've been using since I came back from holiday with my MAC Mineralized Satin finish. And it looks exactly the same. It's got the same kind of, you know, that weird clicky pump thing where you click it to the side and you press it down. Now, I actually really like this foundation. I do give it 2 thumbs up. Now, apparently, according to the MAC website, it's supposed to be, in terms of Pro Longwear, it means that it basically lasts all day, or the majority of the day. So, according to their website, a longwear foundation that gives up to 15 hours of wear in any environmental condition. Now, I bought it, when did I get it? I got it a couple of days ago, so I have been wearing it for a few days, so I think I've given it a fair try in that I've worn it in various different types of weather conditions. I wore it to work, I wore it out one day. Now, the first day I actually wore it, I put it on at about, I got out the gym, and I put it on about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I went to my little cousins, was running around, sweating, getting hugs from them, this kind of thing, and it basically stayed perfect all day. And I kind of think that it's very easy to apply. It's quite creamy, but it doesn't it's not hard to blend. I find it very easy to blend over the face. I just use my standard 190 MAC brush to apply it to my face. And it dries to a kind of a satiny matte finish, so I really like the way that it feels very smooth on the skin, and the fact that it lasts basically the majority of the day. I mean, I'm not going to wear it for 24 hours and then, I mean, who is up for 24 hours, do you know what I mean? So really good foundation, easy to apply, lasts all day or the majority of the day. I don't think I've worn it for a full 15 hours yet. Actually, today I put it on at 8:30 and it is now 6:30, and I think it's still looking pretty good. Today is obviously Monday, so it's the first day that I've worn it to work. I hadn't worn it to work before then because I got it on Friday evening, so I think it's done pretty well. I've not had to wear it on a night out yet, but we'll see on Saturday night when I go out for my birthday. So I also, within the Pro Longwear line, got their concealer. Now, the only other concealer that I have used by MAC is... Hold on, let me go get them actually. Ugh, like an old lady. Ugh, okay. Ugh, comfy? Yeah. The only other 2 concealers that I've got is the Select Cover Up, which I'd been using under my eyes, and the Studio Finish Concealer, which I've been using on blemishes and stuff like that. Now, I've got no problems with the Studio Finish Concealer. It's fairly thick and it does do a very good job of, in terms of kind of full coverage, covering up, concealing things basically, yeah. And now the Select Cover Up, it's quite runny compared to the Pro Longwear Concealer, and obviously compared to the Studio Finish Concealer, which is thick and it's like that. So obviously it doesn't drop out or anything. It's like a creamy eyeshadow kind of thing really, or a blusher, whereas this one, if I was to open it like that and squeeze it a little bit, it'll start to drip out. Now I would say that this is probably a cross in between the two. Now the only thing that I have a problem with the Select cover up, I use it as an under eye concealer. It tends to sit in the lines under my eyes and makes them kind of stand out a lot more, makes me look old, which is not good because I'm coming up to my birthday, like I said. So the one thing I do very much like about the Pro Longwear concealer is because it's got a little bit more thicker consistency, it does not sit in the cracks or the lines underneath my eyes like the natural lines that you have. It doesn't do that. It is like an almost medium to full coverage concealer as well, so I've been using it to conceal various blemishes and stuff on my face. The only thing that annoys me about this is the pump. It's quite difficult to press down without getting too much out, and I don't use a lot of concealer, especially under the eyes, because you don't want it to get all cakey and stuff like that. So I have to be really careful how hard I press it down. I have to do it really, really carefully. So for something like this, I would prefer MAC to come out with something like that, where you can squeeze it to as hard or as little as you want, basically. But again, I give this 2 thumbs up. Great concealer, great concealer. I got it in NC35. Very, very impressed. And nice little bottle. What else did I get from the line? Ooh, I got 2 of their lipsticks. Now, I got one called Unlimited, which is like a muted rose colour. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink. You know how I feel about my pinks. It's a lovely colour. And then the other one that I got is the one that I'm actually wearing now, which is called Love Forever, which is like a blue-based pink, like a blue-based hot kind of pink. Now, what I have to say about these is, when you first apply it, it's like this. It looks very shiny and very glossy. So you apply it on your lips. And again, this is meant to be like a long wearing lipstick. I don't know how long they say online that this is supposed to be last on your lips. Let me just check quickly. Alright, they don't actually give it a time. It just says Longwear technology, blah blah blah. Hours later, lips look just the way you left them in the mirror in the morning. Don't know about that, but I do have to say that I have touched this up once today. No lie, I've touched it up once. I put it on again at 8:30 in the morning when I was getting ready in the gym, and then I probably touched it up once about 2 o'clock. So in that time between 8:30 and 2 o'clock, I must have had about 3 cups of tea, a drink of something else, backing off my usual Evian, constantly drinking water. I had lunch, talking, chatting, all the rest of it, licking my lips like I do. And I only really noticed after lunch at about 2 o'clock that I needed to touch it up a little bit because it had started to go a little bit dull. So in terms of long wear, I do agree that it lasts a fairly long time and you don't really have to touch it up that much. The only thing that I do have to say about this that irritates me a little bit is that once you apply it and it's nice and glossy, then it almost kind of dries and then it becomes like really kind of tacky, and I don't like that weird tacky feeling. It's almost like the lip glosses, but the lip glosses are more tacky and sticky because they're kind of that creamy, liquidy kind of formula, whereas these are obviously, they're lip creams, so they're a little less so, but they are still, which irritates me a little bit. And I am one of those people who's also got a bit of a habit of going like this a lot of the time. Like when I wear lipstick, I kind of rub my lips together. You can't do that because it gets kind of stuck. So that is the only thing that I would have to say about that. Oh, and also when I do start to touch it up, it can become a little bit patchy when applying it. So you have to be careful because obviously you've already got the older part of the lipstick on and you're kind of reapplying over the top of that. So that is one thing to bear in mind, that when you're applying it, make sure that you're applying it quite evenly because it can get a little bit patchy. But other than that, I absolutely love this lipstick, and especially this colour, Love Forever. I love it so much. I'm going to put some on now. So it just kind of makes the colour a little bit more vibrant. Can you see? Now you can actually tell that I've touched it up. But otherwise, especially if you're in kind of an environment where you don't have the time to touch up your lipstick, or you're at work, or you're going to be in a meeting, you're going to go out, you just don't have time to go into your handbag and stuff, it's really good to have a lipstick like this. And especially I would say on a night out as well, if you don't always have time to run to the loo because the queues are so long or whatever it is. So yeah, those are the two lipsticks. And I also bought myself a Cremestick liner in Pink Treat, which reminds me of my other favourite lip liner called Half Red, also by MAC. So it's basically like a dusky kind of rosy colour. It goes with most pink colours. I use it a fair bit. Well, I have been. Now, that is all I got from the Pro Longwear line. Now, from the Fabulous Felines collection, I bought one of the quads, which is called Leopard Luxe. And this is apparently supposed to be very good for people who've got warm skin tones. I was just drawn to it because I love kind of neutral-ish colours. Don't know how well you can see. So this is basically like, this one's called Wild by Nature, that one there. And that one is like a nudish brown colour. It's got a matte finish as well, and I've been using that as a highlighter. Then the one next to it is called Notoriety. It's like a dirty brownish colour, and it's got flecks of gold in it. And this one has a velvet finish. Now, then that one underneath is called Style Predator. It's like a goldish orangey colour. Now, I looked on Temptalia before I bought these, and she compared this colour, this one, Style Predator, to a mixture of between two, which I actually already have. One is called Straw Harvest, which came out with a Colour Forecast collection, and then another one, Off the Page, which came out with a Colour Craft collection. I kind of love orangey colours. See, those are... Now, the one on the outside of my hand, that one is Straw Harvest. The one in the middle, that's Style Predator. And then on the one on the outside near the lip liner, that is Off the Page. So you can see they're fairly similar colours. I mean, Straw Harvest is a little bit more on the golder side, but the other two are more orangey. So if you've got any of those two colours, you may want to skip that quad. It depends. I mean, it's a quad, so there's 4. But if you weren't sure about that colour, that's kind of what that one is in comparison to. Then the last one, which is called Furiously Fabulous. Oh, that's a Velux Pearl, by the way, and so is this one. This one is like a kind of a deep, darkish, greyish brown colour. It's a really, really nice colour. I love this colour. And to be honest, what I'm wearing on my eyes today is this one here, Style Predator, on my lid. And then Furiously Fabulous, which is in the crease. And then I've got this one here, Wild by Nature, as a highlight. I really like this. My eyes remind me a little bit of a leopard, because it is called Leopard Luxe. So you can kind of recreate that whole kind of leopard print sort of look. I was in a bit of a hurry. It might be a bit messy, but whatever. Anyway, this is the only thing that I like from the Fabulous Feline collection. Wasn't really keen on anything else. Even the eyeliners. I generally wear black every day, to be honest. So wouldn't really spend £12–13 on an eyeliner that I'm going to wear now and then. So that is all I have to say about the Pro Longwear collection and the Fabulous Feline collection. I hope you enjoyed my reviews on the foundation and the concealer as well. And until the next time, take care. See you soon. Bye.